Hi guys, this is my first time making pide. Check that out. Turkish pide with a bit of Asian twist in it. Because this is a Cantonese food recipes channel. Wow, but it's very tasty guys. Hi everybody, welcome back to Cantonese food recipes. Today I'll be making a Turkish beef mince pie. So yeah, this is a Cantonese food recipes channel, but why are you making Turkish food? Because I also like Turkish food, and this recipe that I'm making, I'm gonna put a little twist. I'm gonna put some of the Chinese ingredients mixed with some of the Turkish ingredients. It's like a fusion of the taste, but made into a pie. So yeah, we will see how it goes in this video, and we'll see does it come out good and does it taste as good as when you go to the Turkish restaurants to eat the delicious Turkish food. So let's get cooking. Okay guys, so let's make the dough. You know, pie is like a Turkish oval pizza. So we're gonna make the dough here. Let's see, put on my scale here. I measure the flour. And I first add in about, if you put 250 grams, it makes about 2 pie pizzas here. So to add in 300 grams. Roughly 25 grams of all-purpose flour here. We're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of salt. We're also gonna add in 1 teaspoon of sugar. Okay, over here I got a packet of instant yeast. About 7 grams here. So I'm just gonna pour it all over. I got myself a whisk over here. Just gonna whisk this up. Okay, next I'm gonna make a little hole here in the center. I'm gonna add in some warm water. Just fill it up that hole first. And then we're also gonna drizzle some olive oil in the center of that water. Okay, now we're gonna mix the flour into the water. If the dough is too soggy, we're gonna add a bit more flour, and then yeah, we're gonna knead this to form a dough, and then we'll cover it up with some cling wrap. We're gonna oil the bowl, and then cover the prepared dough into cling wrap, and let it rise for about 2 hours. So yeah, let's just mix that. If the dough is too dry, we're gonna add in more water. Okay, it looks like it needs more water. I need a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna knead this for about 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes a round ball shape. But the dough looks a bit dry, so I'm just gonna add a tiny little bit more water. This is what the dough's looking like now. You want the dough to be a little bit sticky, you know, you don't want it too dry because it's going into the oven. But after we oil it, it's gonna become plump again. But this is the right feeling. You must feel it's a bit sticky onto the fingers, you know. And you just knead it until you see that the flour and the water has fused up nicely. Pour in some olive oil on the bowl. This will prevent the dough from drying up. Yeah, just use this dough, roll it around here, bowl here. Okay, the dough looks like this now. After 2 hours, we'll see how it has risen. Okay guys, so while the dough is on the rise, let's prepare our mincemeat, our filling. So let me just chop up some garlic here. Finely chopped garlic. Finely chopped garlic here. About 3 cloves. I'm going to be using 800 grams of mincemeat. Okay, I'm going to be using 1 onion here. Also need to finely chop these onions here. Right here. So yeah, I don't really like making onions. Big nut blade, and you're just doing the shit over here. Okay, next, I'll cut some. Got a piece of red, green, and yellow bell pepper. We're also gonna finely chop them up. Chopping the slices first. If you don't know the correct speed, it's gonna miss. It's gonna slice the peppers too small, so that's why. You search on the YouTube and all the stuff on Turkish food, you always see them there cutting all the ingredients themselves. And the colorful bell peppers mixed together. That'd be nice. I wish I had one of those Turkish knives. You would have cut nicely here. Check that out. Nice. Got my onions. And finally, got a tomato here. Also finely chop the tomatoes. Yeah, now it's working. Infuse all these ingredients into the mincemeat when we pan fry the mince. Okay guys, let's cook up the mincemeat here. First I'm gonna add in some olive oil. A little bit drizzle here. Okay, my pan is heated up already, so now I'm going to tune down the heat. Okay, first I'm going to cook in the onions and the garlic. Get all that garlic and onion flavor come out into the oil here. Okay, it's good, feels soft. Okay, now I got my 800 grams of mincemeat here. I'm ready. I'm going to cook the mincemeat until it's ruddy brown. Well done. Okay, now I'm going to tune down the heat. Now we're going to season the meat. 1 teaspoon of salt, just sprinkle all around. Okay, looks like it needs 2 teaspoons. Okay, that's enough. 1.5 teaspoons. We'll sprinkle some white pepper. That's enough. Now I've got some paprika here. Just sprinkle around here. Just make sure the top is all sprinkled around nicely. Here I also got some cumin. Also sprinkle the top nicely here. Okay. Add sugar as well. Sprinkle on top sugar. Like 4 teaspoons. Okay, now we turn up the heat and we mix this up. I never used paprika and cumin before, so well, I did use it on my Italian pasta or curry dishes. I haven't tried this Turkish dishes using these spices. Let me turn down the heat and give this a little taste. I don't know, guys, the taste. It's like not much taste afterwards. I think we add some chicken bouillon powder in this. This is the Chinese MSG. Add 2 of those. I think it needs more sugar. Add 4 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it'll be 8 teaspoons. Okay. Let's cook this up and let's see how it tastes now. Heat. This is a taste. You see, guys. It's like I see on their recipe they just put paprika and cumin and all that stuff. And then I showed you guys. I just tasted it. It was like very plain. It's like I'm tasting like cumin or like just spices. Now I combined some of our Chinese ingredients. I added 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon powder, guys. Damn. The flavor. So tasty, guys, I swear. You must try this. Damn. It just brings out the paprika. Brings out the paprika and the cumin out of it. But I think I'm going to add more cumin. And I'm also gonna add more paprika. I think paprika is like spicy or something. Okay, let's cook this up. That's right, guys, when you watching YouTube videos and you see it's so easy, but once you make it, you're like, how come it doesn't look as good as the video? You must like you're a chef, you always have to taste, and then you also always have to like adjust to your liking. Once I master this recipe, the next time I'll know what to do nicely. Let's turn down the heat. Let's give this a taste now. I think those spices made it extra good. Okay, now that the meat is nicely done, we'll add in our tomatoes and bell peppers. Just mix this up. Mix this up first. I think this ingredient will go good on the pizza. All those bell peppers and tomatoes make this very colorful and looks very tasty and delicious. I think we need to cook until the tomato, the waters of the tomato gets dried up, and then this will be ready. Okay, after I put the bell peppers and stuff, let's give this a taste. Damn! Exactly like the Turkish restaurant style food that you're eating here. Damn, next time I'm gonna make like this and make those Turkish kebabs. So this is exactly what they put inside. I think this will be more tastier if I add in a little bit of oyster sauce. A little drizzle of oyster sauce here. Let's mix that up. Yeah, it's going to be a delicious pie. Little pies, guys. Yum. Check that out. It's done, guys. Okay, just the filling. Okay guys, so as you can see our dough has risen. It's time to make the pie. So on my surface I'm going to sprinkle some, dust the table with a bit of all-purpose flour. Let's take this out. Okay, it looks like this. You just punch it down. Punch all that air out. Okay, let's take this out. Okay, looks good. I think this is going to make 2 pies, so separate it in half here. And sprinkle a little bit of flour on top of it as well. It's a bit oily now. Okay, let's work off one piece first. Just fold it up a bit. Okay, we gotta get some olive oil. Put a little bit of olive oil here. A brush. Okay. Let's place this on top. Okay, we've got our filling over here. We won't be using cheese, so yeah. Good mix. Smells so good. Yeah, good portion. Flatten it out. More wide at that side. The restaurants, they won't be putting too much of this meat, but when you're making it yourself, you can have a lot of toppings here. Okay, it's okay. Okay, now gotta fold it. I've got some olive oil. I'll brush the sides here a little bit before I fold it. Like that, this. Stretch it out a little bit nicely. Hey, not bad, not bad. I'll brush some olive oil by the side here. Okay, not bad. Check that out. First time making this. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the oven first. Okay, I'll brush the sides, olive oil. I'll fold it now. This is a different kind. Stretch it out a bit. Push it in a little bit. Make it look like a pie. Yeah. Okay. Brush it with some olive oil by the sides here. Okay, once that one's done, we'll pop this one inside. Okay guys, this is the first pie that we made. We're ovening this at 220. We're gonna oven this for about 10 to 15 minutes, I think. We'll see. You can see it has been growing in the oven here. Yeah, it's looking good. We'll see the end results. Okay guys, so it has been around 15 minutes now. Let's check this out. Ooh. Wow. First time making pie, guys. Check that. Wow, I need to show you guys in a better view. Let's put in our second one. It's been in for about 15 minutes at 220 degrees Celsius. Check that out. First time making pie. Looks okay. Wow. Okay, let's slice a piece here. I think they usually slice it in triangles or something like that. Ooh, it's hot. Get a bigger knife. Crispy. Pretty good, pretty good. First time making pide. Looks pretty good, I must say. Check that out. Wow. Yummy. Okay guys, so while that is cooking, just give this a taste. So tasty guys. First time making this Turkish pie. Damn, so good. Damn, full of filling. So delicious guys. And I still got some mince to make pie puff pastry, but we'll leave that for tomorrow. Anyways, guys, if you like my recipe, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be tasting out different kind of cuisines from around the world, not just Cantonese. So you can catch me out on YouTube doing some of these recipes for the first time. But anyways, it's so tasty. Wish you guys can taste some of this. Yeah, so nice. Anyways, thanks guys for watching. Let me finish this up.